Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 2 of the 9-Hole Championship show. After a great first week, we've now had the second week. All the results are in. The tables have been updated, the leagues, the scores. We'll announce everything that happened in week 2 tonight, including all the stats, who won what, who's gone up, who's gone down. There's some good scores, I tell you. Two great courses last week as well. The par 3 tournament course at Hunter Meadows from HB Keith and Shoegleith from Adam Hill. Let's crack straight on with it. So as I get tonight, we'll reveal all of the week 2 stats. I'll play my week 3 rounds and I'll announce the week 4 courses. Chat room, welcome along. Wise Guy Games, good evening. Burton31 Cat, you had a good week. We'll see some of your scores. Chaos also had a good week, and Fusion, good evening. Welcome along to all of our YouTubers as well. So let's get straight into it and look at the first group, Division 1. And in week 2 we had two things. We technically had 2 draws. There were 2 actual draws, one in Group 1 and one in Group 2 this week. Proteus 12 and James 176.83, both with a score of 50, incredibly low scores to tie. So you two will both get a point there, as you can see reflected in the scores. Wigmore for the second week hasn't played, so I've sent Wigmore a message. If Wigmore doesn't reply, I will replace. Because you can't sign up for a tournament and then not play the first 2 weeks and carry on in it. And Jason, you also didn't make it. They were the only 2 in the whole tournament that didn't get their rounds in. But a great result in this group for Burton31 Cat, as I mentioned, beating Watson by 8 overall. That's fantastic. But otherwise, look at that big load of 50s. 50 to 51. Boom Boom losing by just a point there. And Ron beating Ian 187 by 3. So Burton31 Cat with the 8-point win there, and with Boom Boom not picking up any points, actually gives him an 8-point lead. So that's going to be something that those people in that league are going to have to chip away at. But can be done. We'll see from some of the other groups that people with high scores have been toppled already, and it might be next week that Burton shoots a score but his opponent shoots a better one. Ron also picks up 3 points, so it's quite close in there for second place at the moment. Remember, the top 3 go through when we get all the way to the end of the group stage, and the second and third players in each group will play a playoff to play the winner of the following group. So that's group 1. Number 2, Chaos shot into the league with an 11-point win this week over Kessler. The biggest single point scoring week, I know there's only been 2, but we've had so far. The 49 to Kessler's 60. I think that might be hard to beat for the biggest score of the tournament. I dropped 5 points to Bogeyman, who actually got 5 points in his first round as well, so is second in that group. The second score here, by the way, so the left-hand column is the current points overall, and the right-hand, that's on the league, by the way. Current points overall on the right is the points this week. So G-Dog had another great week with a 52, but only beat Mick by 2, which puts him on 3 points. Pingzing and Fusion picked up 6 and 7, respectively. There's still 4 players in that group without picking up a point, but we are only 2 weeks in, so we've still got quite a long way to go. The Greenies in Group 3, Daddy Jules with a 3-point win over Stay Puff 39. Stay Puff shooting 51 and still losing. Same with Whammy there, who lost a point to Yaters. That's harsh because Whammy's hit 2 very good scores and still doesn't have a point to his name. But that's how this goes. Canuck beat Irving by 2 points, giving him 2 points and putting him 7th in the division right now. But Daddy Jules leads that by 1, but it's very close. Only 2 players without a point. And in fairness to Irving, he's had to play my 2 TGCT live co-hosts, Yeti and Canuck, so far. Yeti lost by 4 to Racknell this time, so this group so far looks like it's going to be the closest, and all it would take is Daddy Jules not to pick up some points and we know how good Canuck is, we know how good Yeti can be, and Stay Puff's been unlucky this week to really turn that one around. So this group's going to be the famous group of death, I think. You've got to pick 3 to go through from there, and it's quite hard to pick where they're going to go from. And Group 4, another few very, very good results in this one. Can't Hit Straight picks up 7 points over Ant J. Murray. Both pretty good scores. That 49 was one of the best scores of the week. Crashbird picked up another 3 to follow up with his 9 in week 1. Again, another group there where there are only 3 players without a point, and all of those players have played pretty well. Phoenix J only lost by 1 there. Gavlar lost by 3 to the Crashbird. But so there's a few decent. I mean, Crashbird and Can't Hit Straight. Whenever they end up playing each other, that's going to be a game, right? So it's getting quite tight already. But we're only 2 in, and I know some of you have already put your scores in for week 3. So we'll see how it goes. But we still do have quite a long way to go. There's about 7 weeks still to go in the group, so it really could all change. So thank you all again for your participation in week 2. Here's the stats. So we said the biggest point scorer this week was Chaos with 11 points. The lowest scorer on Shugli was Burton 31 Cat with a -11. That's outrageous. Hang on, was it minus? No, -10 for 26. Yeah, that's right. And then Yaters with an 18 at Hunter Meadows. That's another very, very good score. The lowest overall score, once again, was Burton 31 Cat, who scored 45 across the two courses, which is great. And then the runner-up was Daddy Jules with 48. There's about 3 or 4 players on 49 as well. So what I've done here, the average scores, the bracket numbers are the scores difference from last week. So actually, on all 3 courses, the average score was lower. So on Shugli, the average score of everyone who finished score was 30.8. On last week's par 36 course, the average score was 31.1. So that's where your 0.3 is. Hunter Meadows was 21.8 and overall was 52.6. So almost a shot better off overall this time than last time. What this is for is we're going to actually find out what the easiest and hardest weeks and courses were as per the scores at the end of the tournament. The best match is the one if you add the 2 scores together, what the lowest score was, and Burton 31, Cats 45, and Watson's 53 puts this at 98, which there was a lot of 99s and quite a few hundreds, but that one just picked it. And then the best loser, it's an unfortunate name, but these are the players who played the best and still lost. So Boom Boom, Stay Puft, Whammy and Congo GB all hit 51 and still didn't get a point. So it's worth shouting their names out because they've had a very, very good round, and it's just the way the world works that they're not getting any more points. Chaos, glad to hear you're enjoying the tournament. You've got Mibble this week. These are the round 3 matches, which I'm about to play mine. So I've got our friend from Down Under, Mr. Ping Zing. Boom Boom plays Wigmore. If Wigmore can be replaced, it will be starting round 4. But as I said, it's a bit rude, really, to sign up for a tournament and then not play any of it. At least let someone know, you know. Burton v Bent Fivewood. Ian versus Watson. James with 6 numbers versus Ron. Jason UV Proteus. Fusion's got Mick. G-Dog v Bogeyman. Now, that'll be a good game because they've both scored very, very well. Chaos, as I said, has got Mibble. Jarasim v Kessler. AZ1234 v Yaters. Canucks got Art B. Daddy Jules v Whammy. That should be a good match. Dr. Yeti v Stay Puft. They're in a very similar position right now. And Irving's playing Racknell. Can't Hit Straight's got T-Bow in Group 4. Congo GB, who's been played very well but been quite unlucky so far, has got Ant J. Murray. Crashbird's got Ken Goward. Fuzzy Mayonnaise has got Gary G. And Phoenix J has got Gavlan 124. So we've got a really good week ahead of us. And as of right now, I'm going to play my rounds. Let's get on it. So first of all, Bamboo Pass, I have to thank Chief Banks and the Champions United Xbox community for recommending this course. Honestly, I'd never heard of it. So we see how I get on. I'm playing Ping Zing this week, who's a good player, so I'm pretty sure if I don't get 9 under and 9 under, I won't win. But you never know. I could get a good enough score to disrupt his flow. Chaos has loved Bamboo Pass. And then at the end of the show, I'll release the week 4 courses. I can give you a clue. One of them is mine. I thought after 4 weeks it's about time I put one of my own on. I'm playing Chaos and Boom Boom's Ghost. If a ghost comes up that's in my group, I'll turn it off, because that's a bit harsh. Oh, the wind. The wind. Stay there, please. Come on. Yeah, nice first shot in. Nice. Yeah, Fusion, if you want to play along, let me add you now. Let me know when you're on and I'll... remove rival. There you go. Oh, 98%. Keep my ghost won't make a difference. Probably not. You and Fusion, I've noticed, are both in my group. But, yeah. We'll keep you. It's very pretty, this course. Just long. Okay, not a disaster. Not a disaster. People who've played it, Chaos, what did you think of this course versus the ones we played so far? Easier? Harder? The greatest upset in history. It's been a while, Mr. Bubba Watson, whoever you really are, but yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Easiest so far. Oh, interesting. They did recommend a couple to me, and there's definitely another course that was recommended by Chief Banks that will play a part in the competition. But it's not going to be for a while yet, because it is difficult. Well, I found it very difficult. So I'm thinking of using it for one of the final rounds. Okay, that went a hell of a lot further than I thought it would. That's alright. Well, I should have picked a shot up there. Oh well. Paying too quickly. Right, 177. -4. find it hardest with a tailwind, actually. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. This hole's quite slim, isn't it? Whoa, stay there, buddy. Oh, how did that turn at the end? I'm not having very much luck here. Ericsson Stone, good evening. I need to really be picking up some shots here. Oh, rubbish. Well, it's not a disaster though, is it? 85. No, I play this shows just by myself. They might join me one evening, but it's whenever I do the 9-hole tournament, it's just me, you. Oh. No, 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 that flew to the right. This is going to be a tough shot now. Oh. Different amounts. Sometimes quite a lot, sometimes not very much. Doing all the slides and for this takes a bit longer, actually. In terms of the content we talk about, no preparation, honestly. We do the shows and we talk about what we want, but all the slides and videos and that, yeah, it takes a little bit. By the way, for those people who don't finish in the top 3, there is a plan. You will still be playing the finals, but you might have to make a friend. Come on, Albatross. Turn the game on its head. Go on. The intro must take a while. It did to make it, but now I can just use it whenever I want. Finally, pick one up. 2 under. 3 under wouldn't be a disaster. I was thinking about next week, by the way. Thoughts, chat room. Of swapping it round so you play the par 3 course first. So taking off 6, 150. Wow, -10. Well played. Jeez, -2. Rubbish. Look at everyone else's amazing scores as well. Oh, come on, really? This isn't going to be an easy putt either. I hate greens like this. -1. Awful. So what's that, 35? Yeah. Well, thankfully you can't lose points. Bamboo Pass was done by an Xbox designer whose name I must try and remember. Chuck Thomas. Right, I'm going to have to get like -400 on this. 9 hole-in-ones, what do you think? This is a gorgeous course. This was part of the par 3 design competition from July, August last year. Mr. Sour Ninja made this. It finished in the top 5. That's 139. Is it though? Yeah. Gorgeous tee shot. Love all the rock work over there. That was nice. Right, 1. That could be -1, -9. The thing is, Ping Zinger's not going to shoot badly, is he? I think he might have already put his scores up. Got a horrible feeling this might be a bit long. Oh no. Spiky Aardvark. Good evening. Welcome along. You just missed me get only -1 on the first course. So, are you going to turn in there, little friend? No. Previous 2 rounds, I won by 5 and then lost by 5. beat Kessler in the first match and lost to Bogeyman. I really like the rain on this. Gives it a little something. Ooh, that green's sharp. Chaos and Boom Boom have both added on that side. Minus 21. How does it know I only hit 99% and not 100? I'm still a bit long. Stay there. I'm sure we'll talk about this more on Wednesday's show, but who's everyone's pick for the Open? I'd love it to be Lee Westwood's year. Minus 5. That's a dangerous pin there, isn't it? Look at them just landing it right there. Someone get it in. One six. Yeah, I'm aiming for the slope. Oh no, too far. Another mini green, look at this. Pretty though, I like it. Oh, how many shots have I just missed? Go on, that looks good. Stay there. Still rolls a mile past. Another good looking hole. Oh, right, okay. It's 8. Wow, the wind took that a lot more than I thought. Jeez, need to pick another one up here. Ah, I love that massive, enormous bridge for that little island. That overkill. Nice. Ooh, okay. Let's slope at the back. Let's aim for it. That's 19. So plus 6. That's 161. 158, but that might just do this. A touch. Come on, come on, come on! No. Blooming heck. Well, -3 for a rounder. What's that going to be? 24? Yeah, 35 and 24. 9. 59. Only 4 under in total. So that's not great. I'm pretty sure Ping's in. Oh look, -7. So he's going to have beaten me by 3. Isn't it a disaster? Well played him. G-Dog -5. And he's a good player. Right. Well, I'll give my own course a 10, of course. And let's have a look at the week 3, or the week 4 courses even. So, we've had 2 of the 3 so far have been from the autumn and winter's random theme design challenge. We had the winner from that on the first week. And we also had Shogleith, which was part of that. Let's have the runner-up as the first course from week 4. Created by Mr. Ooler. It's IKEA Hideaway, which is a very good course. A lot of very nice planting, particularly around the river, as you can see here, and around the ponds and so on. And should be a very stern test. So that's the first one. And I said, you know, I'm running this. I'm allowed to have one of my courses in. So the par 3 course at Flora Park is our second course. The par 27 next week, which is a countryside. There is actually a harvest version later from it as well. But this was the course we used to actually launch, or Canuck and I did, our very first par 3 design championship. And when we played that show to launch it, I got a hole in one. Yes, me. So that's it. As I said, IKEA Hideaway and the par 3 course at Flora Park are our week 4 courses. Once again, I thank you all very much for watching the 9-Hole Championship show. Good luck this week to everyone who hasn't played yet. And join us on Wednesday for the next edition of TGCT Live. Even. Thank you very much, and we'll see you.